All right, welcome back. Another episode, B2B Some Balance.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. 2021 has finally arrived. Finally.
I don't know. I feel like 2020 it kind of flew by.
Yeah, because there was so much stuff going on and routines broken and
Every day it was something.
or a lot of the same days. I think that's part of it too. It's just a lot of the same days over and over and over again. Being in the house, in quarantine.
Oh, yeah. I think it was a year what made everybody get creative. More creative.
I agree.
And closer to family, well, their immediate family.
Right, or the things that are most important, I think everybody kind of they made everybody realize what's important and what's not, or what we can do without, what we can't do without,
What can't you do without? Can't you do without?
What can't I do without? Music.
I should go say me.
The studio. My laptop.
Ooh, wait. Okay. So do you want to talk about New Year's resolutions or do you want to recap 2020 first?
I don't have a New Year's resolution. Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, well, let's hear it. I don't.
I said, do you want to talk about the recap or do you want to talk about New Year's resolution?
We're going to talk about both of them, so I don't have a resolution, so if you want to start with your resolution.
Yeah, he does have a new, he don't know it, but his resolution is that he's vegan, okay?
That's not a resolution. That's not
It is.
It's not. That's something that I'm doing, but that's not a resolution. I think a resolution is like something that you like, something big that you're going,
It is big.
Okay. All right, that's my resolution. I'm going vegan.
So far, so good. We're in day 2. Have you eaten anything today?
The can't eat shit. Ain't nothing to eat.
Hey, now, one thing I've learned about being vegan, is that I have to be prepared. We have to do food prep. So, and then on top of me being vegan, I still do my intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought my lunch, but that was good because I cooked like 3 things yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to prepare me a lunch today and to eat while waiting on you to set up.
Okay.
So that's going to be my thing. I have to make sure I prepare us for our veganism. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I believe so.
So pray for me, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully Walter will help with prepping.
Yeah.
Or he may just go grab some chicken.
Chicken? I thought
Just
you
like
could. Oh.
No, you can't eat meat. But the goal is to stay vegan for all of January. But if I love it, I'm gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
But if I get bored with it, I think I'm just gonna go. Let me just say we are gonna go pescatarian again.
Yeah.
You like pescatarian?
Yeah, it was cool. I like eating fish and salmon all the time.
We were pescatarian for a long time.
We did about 2 years.
Yeah, and
I think I did longer than you.
You say.
I did.
You say.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's right, because I started getting chicken from Whole Foods, saying it's organic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the plan. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I did love being pescatarian.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, and I'm already not doing dairy, so I'll probably be dairy free and pescatarian, which will kind of be. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
It's all about how we feel, huh?
Yeah. And how it works with everything we're doing. But yeah, I feel like we can make it work. I feel like we can do the right things, like I said, the prep and all of that to make sure we can.
So if anyone out there is listening that's vegan, send me some recipes, honey. So, sir, send me some recipes, because that's what it's gonna be about. Mm-hmm. Keeping it interesting, keeping it exciting, especially for the kids. But the kids did like what I made yesterday.
Yeah, it was good. What was it?
I called it an Allison love bowl.
Oh, okay. I could feel and taste the love.
Did you feel the love?
Yeah.
And I made, and pretty much the bowl was, and I got that from this girl on Instagram. What's her name? She was the editor of Teen Vogue. Anyway, her and her husband cooked this meal, and she called it the Jonathan Love Bowl. But I'm turning it to the Allison Love Bowl because you pretty much make it your own. So, but it's consists of like sweet potatoes, cauliflower, onion, mushrooms. Did y'all eat the mushrooms in it?
I mean, we ate everything, but I think the oh, good.
Chickpeas, and some more stuff.
I think that it was a nice little touch of the sweet potatoes in there, because that's something, you know, that you don't normally taste in, I guess, soups or bowls like that.
Yeah.
So the combination of that with all the other stuff, it was a different little
spinach.
taste. Yeah.
Do spinach
So
in there.
That was pretty good.
So it's a nice little, you put it over rice.
Yeah, I think, and the rice, putting it with the rice, yeah, that was good.
Yes. And then I made some greens, and then I made a lentil and green soup.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made some vegan cornbread pancakes.
Mm.
So it was good.
That was really good.
And we got some leftovers. So that's great. So now I got to figure out how to cook enough so we can last us a few days. Yeah. So I got to come up with a whole plan. But I'm willing to do that because I don't mind doing that for y'all.
Okay. So that's your resolution?
That's one of them. So the next one is, I'm going to learn how to I posted all these on IG, by the way, my stories. But the next one is going to be that I'm going to learn how to put on makeup, like really put on some makeup. And Jada's going to teach me. She's going to do tutorials with me. I did a little bit today. You know, did you see me watching the video last night? Okay, well, I watched the video later. So I did a little bit today. I don't know if y'all can tell. I did put on some makeup today.
You got some makeup on? I couldn't even tell.
Because I'm just naturally beautiful.
Yep.
Okay. But I did put some makeup on. And I bought these brushes off Amazon. They were really, really cheap. We're going to upgrade our YouTube page out. We're going to start putting in.
Do some pictures, more pictures and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's why I'm learning how to put on makeup, y'all. Because we have to create more content. And I can't be looking all plain. But we're also going to start adding links to the things that we talk about on the podcast. We're going to start today. So I'm going to post the link of the brushes I bought that I really like.
Sounds good.
Walter's going to do that for me. I'm sure he's going to figure that out. So anyway, I'm going to do makeup. And what else I say? Learn how to beat my face. Because I'm 41. I need to know how to put makeup on at this point in my life. Oh, and I'm going to start wearing more hair color. As you can see, we're going to start this year out with a little bit of color. And then I feel like if I'm wearing color in my hair units, I need some makeup on to make it look, make the whole look.
Okay.
How you like my color?
I like it.
Do you think I should do more color? Do you think I should wear more color?
What do you think you should do?
I want to know what you think. I know what I want to do. I want to know what you think. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
It's something different, you know?
It's different, yeah. I like it.
What else I say I was going to do? I forgot.
It was at working today on this rainy Saturday.
They are.
You said the makeup.
I said the makeup. I can't think of it. But also we're going to learn how to use our camera, too.
Oh, yeah, you said something about that. What kind of camera is it?
It's a Canon that we spent a lot of money on.
We spent a lot of money on it?
Yep, you don't even know that.
And where is it now? And what is it doing?
It's on.
And what has it been doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We got to do something with it. We need to use it. It's a waste right now.
Let's put it to use.
So more content in 2021, y'all.
Sure.
More content, more consistency, and some change, and some growth.
That's what it's all about.
And of course, I have some resolutions for my business, but we don't have to go into all that because, like I said on my stories, I like to show and prove. I don't like to talk about it. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm definitely the same way with that.
You didn't see my little move I just did.
I could feel it. I heard it. I could feel it. But I think that's the way. Just on that point, I think that's the way to be a lot of times. You know, especially when you know, trying to put things in motion and moving around and getting things together because.
And it's not necessarily moving in silence. It's just moving strategically and only letting certain people know your moves.
Right. That's what I was about to say. It's about that exactly. You know, because a lot of times, you know, you can if you start just talking about it everywhere and telling everybody things, you know, it's just. again, you know, people look for reasons, you know, and ways to poke holes in what you're doing, or you know, try to maybe sidetrack what you're doing, anything like that. So as long as you know your inner circle knows what's happening and you making those moves, I think that's the best way to move.
Yep.
That's the best way to move.
Yep. As long as we know what we doing. So
I agree.
yes, I do want to get more into yoga this year, so we'll see how that goes too.
Any specific type of yoga or just yoga?
Just yoga. I really want to get better at yoga, stretch my body. You know, because I'm maturing and I'm getting achy just from my job. But instead of me taking pills and whatnot, I'm going to just exercise my body. Well, you know, a lot of people take pain pills. I don't want to do pain pills or anything like that. I want to naturally heal my body.
Good.
Nothing.
All right. So we're gonna clean out all the medicine cabinet.
Don't do that. It is not. The only thing that's in that cabinet is sinus medicine. Now I will always have to treat my sinuses, okay? But it's getting much better for my sinuses because I'm not on dairy. I don't do a lot of dairy, so my sinuses are getting better.
Good deal. All right. So that's our resolutions.
Yes.
Okay.
And to be a better wife.
That's
Please,
good.
I'm already a good wife. Nice.
Let's see.
Just
That's the problem right there. That's the problem. Y'all see it firsthand. That's the damn problem right there.
I've been doing that.
But yeah, I think all around, you know, everybody should, you know, strive and thrive to be better. And the more that we do that on a personal level, the more it rubs off and comes out and comes across to those that we come in contact with. So, you know,
Yes.
I always say, you know, as you on your journeys and your things that you do and bring to the table for us, it's always good because it helps me to you know, stay focused and keep my eyes on the prize, and you know,
I do like to keep you focused.
and yeah, so you know, when you say pescatarian, let's go. You say vegan, let's go. Let's do it. Whatever you got, let's do it. I'm with you. I trust you.
No matter what I do.
I trust you. All this time, I trust you. I'm sorry I keep checking my phone. I'm trying to I got some stuff going on. I'm just trying to make sure
So are we going to recap?
Yes, I do.
Are we going to recap the good, the bad, and
Just a recap. Whatever you want to recap.
I mean, I think 2020 was a blessing. Like I think I've said this before in a previous podcast. I think 2020 was a blessing for us. I feel like if you didn't grow and learn and heal and be grateful for 2020 during 2020, then hey, sorry. But I think 2020 brought on it exposed a lot in my life. And it had to expose things. It exposed a lot about myself. It pushed me a lot. It broke me down, but only to build me back up.
Come on.
It was a lot. But I am so very grateful for 2020 because it made me such a stronger person.
Oh yeah.
And I think 2020 was the preparation year. I feel like that was a lot. I think a lot of people feel that it was the year for preparation. So anything you want to achieve at this point, 2020 gave you a moment to sit still and focus on that dream and goals and figure out how you're going to achieve it when the world opens back up.
Yeah, and I think one of the key points you said there was about sitting still, you know, because again, you know, we're all going up a million miles a minute and in all different directions and got a whole bunch of things happening. But when you're forced to, you know, sit still, you're forced to sit at home, you're forced to be with your, you know, your family and people that you, I don't mean forced there, but you know what I'm saying, you're forced to be confined, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're forced to learn how, you know, to entertain yourself. You're forced to, you know, to motivate yourself, like all of these things, like even like
motivate yourself is true.
Yeah, I mean, like even like for me, like you know, I'm going to the gym, you know, like I ain't been to the gym in forever, you know, but you know, I took up the running a little more, but I still miss the gym, and it's not the same, you know, just kind of working out with some little dumbbells at home than being at the gym and you know all the equipment, and then I think being in the environment with people also, you know, just for me, like being in that gym environment, people are working out, you see people, you know, going hard, so it motivates you to do the same. So if you're not in that environment, that, you know, that's been kind of a hindrance. And anybody else in their own competitive, you know, market or whatever, if you're not in that environment, it'll cause you to either figure out a way to persevere and be stronger and be better at what you do, you know, on a personal level, or 2020 would have made you say, okay, this is not necessarily what I want to do or what I can do or what I should be doing, you know, allow you to focus on something else. So I think to that point, just, you know, again, just being able to, you know, just take it all in and let it work how it's supposed to work for you. You know what I'm saying? I think, again, this 2020 was crazy. 2021, I think 2020 was a setup for 2021 and all the great things that are coming. But everybody that did the work in 2020, because there was a lot of people just sitting around complaining, not doing nothing. So if you were sitting around complaining and not doing nothing all 2021, then now that, I mean, not 2020, right. Now that 2021 is here, it's like, you know, you really behind because things are getting ready. And like I said, when it opens up, it's gonna open up so fast and stuff just gonna be bound, right, you know, in motion, hopefully. Yeah. And so 2020 was the preparation for that. So I'm glad we did some prep work.
Yeah, and I think 2020 caused a lot of couples to either get closer, look at themselves and see how they can be better, or just ruined relationships. Not ruined, but it just showed people who they are, and I think that goes with any relationship. I think 2020 was able to reveal to you people's true intentions, because they had no choice. You had nothing else to do. So, and then you were dealing with, you know, COVID. You're dealing with, me personally, I was dealing with COVID, you know, business being shut down, kids, homeschooling. Like, when you dealing with a lot of that, you'll see who your real team players are and who's there for you and who's not there for you. So that was a blessing too. And I feel like it brought me a walk closer. I feel like it made, but I feel like it wasn't just the, I feel like the fact that I was forced to work on me for 2020 helped me and walk to become closer.
Come on.
Yeah. Because I think my energy definitely spills into his energy, as it should. And I had to fix all of that.
There's some real growth right there.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
That's some real growth.
So that's all I'm going to say. So hopefully some of you guys did that too. And if you did, we thank you.
I'm going to touch on one little point you made that you kind of glazed. You really you already know, because you glazed over the homeschool part of all of this. First and foremost, a moment of silence, a shout out, a prayer, a thank you, just I just want to recognize the parents that are the ones that stay at home with the kids during virtual homeschool. The parents that still have work that they have to do, right? Parents that still have jobs, still have work, still have clients, still have lives that they need to lead and live. But from 8 to 3 every day, they are essentially at school, because it's only so much the teachers can do on their end. And again, in our situation, we have a toddler. Is she a toddler?
She is not a toddler.
A young, I know, I tried to make it sound like she's I know we got a newborn that's still doing virtual school.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
But we got a little one that's doing virtual school, and you know she doesn't sit still and stay focused and pay attention.
She school every day.
And you know
At least an hour.
like the other ones do, and so you know it's
She's
that
6.
no. See, I'm saying you and this is the thing. You say this, but you're not there.
I'm there
in the trenches with me.
In the trenches.
Every day from 8 to 3 with this homeschool, because if she can't understand what the teacher's saying, Daddy has to come explain it. Mm-hmm. If she can't read the whole paragraph that the teacher put on the teacher has put on her device, Daddy has to come read it. If she can't log on, if she gets logged off, all of these things. At the same time, Daddy's doing conference calls, Zoom calls for work, trying to mix and record and do work at the house. So again,
and I told Walter that after this break, we're gonna sit down before the break is over. We're gonna sit down. So we need to do that today or tomorrow. We're gonna sit down and we're going to figure out a plan to free up a little bit more of his time.
We're gonna have to, because it's just, I don't
so that he won't so overwhelmed.
It's just frustrating. And I know, it's not like she just at the mall hanging out. She's here at the salon working. But what I try to make her understand is there's a difference. It's the difference between being here at the salon, in a salon space with you and your client.
I told you I'll bring them up here.
Working. No, that's not gonna work either, because then you're gonna be calling me, telling me what they're doing, and then I'm at home trying to do what I'm doing and manage them. So. Shout out to all the homeschool virtual parents.
Y'all just keep praying for us.
That have been making it work. But yeah, I couldn't let you glaze over.
We thank you, Walter.
You were.
We thank you, Mr. Person, for all that you do.
Okay. You were.
Moving on.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about 2020?
I can talk a little bit about it. It seems so long ago. We were sitting here. I don't know, it seems long ago, but then it doesn't seem that long ago. We were sitting here and, we did the podcast, and then we learned about Kobe, early 2020. So that was that kind of set the tone for the whole year. And then I can remember it had to be March 11th, 12th, 13th, somewhere in there. I was at the studio, and they were kind of talking about Kobe, but it wasn't, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't mainstream like it is. And then they were saying Rudy Gobert, the Utah was about to play, and he got it, and it was like once he got it, then everybody was like, okay, it's really starting to happen. So then they shut the NBA down.
We thought black people couldn't get it.
Right. So they shut the NBA down, and it was like, okay, it's really getting real. So that was March. Then all through March, April, May, June, we were really kind of shut in.
Well, we had the house, we was at the house.
Shut in, yeah. And so then we kind of slowly started getting back into it, and
it took me a minute to get back.
Yeah, and see, I was kind of, I was going out, I was venturing out into the world, before y'all were leaving the house again, and so I can just remember like it was like ghost town, like nobody on the streets. Like I had to go to Cordova one time. And I tell you, from when I left the house until I got to like probably Walnut Road, I didn't see a single car on the street. Like I was the only car out on the street, period. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and even when
you need to be in the house.
Right, but even when I'm leaving the studio, sometimes now, even if it's not super late, you can just tell it's not a lot, it's not a lot of traffic out. But anyway, so all of that happened, dealing with COVID, everything. But I think one of the main things, like we said, was just our family unit, being, becoming closer. We're already close-knit, but just becoming closer and more in tune and locked in with each other. And I think as the girls get older, they kind of start to understand other things more and more. So, our family is maturing and has matured, over this past year or whatever. So, just thankful and blessed for everything. And on the music tip, music front, a couple releases. I talked about doing a lot of more production and my own music and stuff like that. So we dropped a few records, this year. So if you're listening right now and you don't have them in your playlist or your library, you can go right now to Spotify, Tidal, Apple, anywhere,
Shameless plug.
It's no shame at all. And you know, I go by Ish Music. That's my producer name. So under Ish Music, you'll find all my works. Got one 24/6 with Chug Jamal. Got Monster with Webstar. Got Greatness with David Edwards. And got a ton of new music that in the can right now that we're gonna drop really soon with some dope artists. And of course, doing my mixing and everything, mixing for you know, a lot of artists and keeping that going. So.
And your website?
Yeah, my website, of course, is walterperson.com.
You need to put it out there more.
My website is walterperson.com.
No, I'm just saying on social media.
Right. It's a little, yeah, we're trying to make that situation work, right? Right. So, trust me, it'll be out there soon. Yeah, walterperson.com. If you need any type of production or mixing or recording, anything like that, shoot me a message and let's make it happen. Let me refer to my notes here. Anything else for 2020? Oh, well, we talked about, you know, some new things that are happening and coming, but even in the just around the city, there's a lot of, you know, just growth and development. You know, if you look at the Midtown area, you know, there's a whole lot. I mean, anytime you drive up and down, you know, Union or Madison or anywhere over there, you see just all the new apartments and hotels and retail and just it's just so much stuff happening. I was driving down Madison and you know, those apartments or whatever right there across from Minglewood. But, you know, it was kind of funny. You know, people spray paint stuff and it was like it said "Welcome to Nashville," and so I thought that was kind of interesting. It's kind of funny because, you know, people always say Memphis is really, or Nashville plays us like we're, you know, the second city to them, or we're the little brother in Tennessee. And, you know, Nashville, you know, they've been doing a lot of construction and, you know, booming and doing stuff. So I think just the sight of all that construction and stuff down there, for it to even put people in the mind of, you know, Nashville, I think that's a good thing for Memphis because it's just showing the growth and development and all of the new ideas and things that are happening, especially in that area, but, you know, all over the city. So that was kind of weird or interesting to see that Welcome to Nashville spray painted.
Well, one thing I want to say that I've been noticing too is that, you know, just reading different articles, you know, people need to really pay attention and start investing in our city because, you know, one thing that COVID did do is that it caused people to really see what they want to pay for. And I know that they said that it was, you know, thousands of people leaving major cities. And so a lot of those people are looking to find places to go that are less expensive. And so a lot of people are going to jump on this cheaper real estate that we got here in Memphis. And they're going to buy it all up. So I think our local people need to keep that in mind and start thinking about ownership because Memphis will start to grow. Even Nashville is known as being too expensive to live. And so what's 2 hours away but Memphis? And Memphis is not a bad city. So it's really growth going on. Y'all will not hear about it, but you have to just know that it's a lot going on. So I look forward to it. That's why I'm glad that I did not plan to leave this city because I think it has some potential. If you, just like you say, look at downtown, you look at Midtown, you know, you even look at Binghamton. That's an up and coming, you know, city. Thank God we got some property there. But, you know, it's up and coming and it's going to be a lot of growth and we need to take advantage of that. So, you know, I've always talked about us owning things, you know, just like we bought this property, you know, that we're in right now, you know, just start looking to see what you can do to benefit from this growth that will happen.
And I think too, you know, to that point, a lot of times I might just, if I got a few extra minutes before I'm getting to the studio or something, I might just kind of take a couple detours through the city and just, you know, I just like you said, ownership. I like the idea that, you know, we got a couple, you know, properties that we own and, you know, of course we, you know, always looking to do other things, but just riding around, you know, just kind of soaking that in, you know what I'm saying? And the idea or the fact that yeah, you know, we taking some ownership in the city, but also, you know, taking ownership in our future and legacy and things that we'll be able to expand on and leave behind and just continue to grow on and grow, you know, I grow our family, you know, and grow our family business and allow other people to grow with us and through us as well. And so it's just it's a good feeling to, you know, to just to ride around knowing that, you know, you got some things happening and you making some moves and doing things like that. And so I encourage people to, you know, a lot of times you spend money on stupid stuff, you know, just kind of find something that's going to, you know, add some value to you or your life or the people that you're, you know, living with. You know, look for those things. You know, the material things, you know, those things are fleeting. They come and go, and they, you know, they're gone. And as soon as you buy it, you pay for it, they start, you know, depreciating the value. But look for things that are gonna, you know, appreciate and gain and be there and be something to build on, something to stand on, something to step, you know, pass on. You know what I'm saying? Just think about things like that. So that's just, you know,
assets over liability.
Right, that's it. Yeah. So just I think, you know, as we're, you know, we're transitioning more into our, you know what I'm saying, this phase of our life. I think, you know, with things like that being at the forefront, it can only help to keep us, you know, keep us motivated and keep us going and see the growth. And also to the point, I just want to just say, you know, I want to encourage more of that feeling and vibe that Memphis needs, you know, because for so long, you know, we always the ones that say, oh man, Memphis ain't nothing, and Memphis this and Memphis that, and you know, and then if the people here don't love it, then anybody from anywhere else, they're not gonna, you know, love and appreciate the city like it should be. So as Memphians, you know, we're here. If you're gonna be here, you know, love it and make it the best that you can, but also look to be better and encourage people to be better and let people live, you know,
work together.
Right? That's the main thing. Work together. And so even in the music field, you know, that's one thing I can say, you know, because I kind of, you know, I'm come from the, you know, the older generation of music people here in the city, but I'm working with a lot of the younger people as well. So one thing I can say, the younger generation, they do a lot better about working together and they look to work together and collaborate and do things. And also don't be afraid to just be who you are and express yourself artistically. Everybody can't be, you know, a trap artist, or everybody can't be, you know, a neo soul artist or whatever you're doing. But I think that the younger generation, they're doing a good job of just being who they are, doing the music that they want to do, expressing themselves creatively and artistically. And I just encourage, if more and more of us do that as a whole, collectively, then it can only help to, you know, make the city even bigger and better, faster, you know. So
yeah, and I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in on that about one thing I'm definitely going to focus on this year is just being authentic, you know, just being me. And because I feel like that's why I like to have tunnel vision when it comes to people, even in my industry. I don't like to look and see what everybody else is doing, because you know, too many people are doing what everybody else is doing. Too many people want to be the same, look the same, do the same things. And, you know, I just want to be different. I want to, and not saying I want to be different, I just want to be authentic. Because I don't want somebody to say, oh, well, such and such did that too. I want to be a trailblazer. So in order to do that, you have to just stay focused on what you love, what makes you happy, you know. And then when you do that, when you're authentically yourself, people will recognize that. I know a lot of people that I admire here in the city that are just themselves. They're just themselves, and I love to see that. So yeah, do that, y'all. I mean, I think that's a good point. Okay. So, are we good?
Yeah, that's good.
So, you know, I'm always bringing some stuff on about. So we're going to do something a little different in 2021. This is something new.
Are we about to play this game?
We're about to play a little game on right on the podcast. So when we talk about authentic, y'all gonna get some authentic answers. This is not scripted, people. This is real life. So I came across these cards, and they were called talking points for couples. And I always think about how me and Walter, we've been together for so long, 22 years, about to be 23 years. And sometimes I forget some of the things that we've been through, or we don't, you know, communication is always important. So I like to stress out on the podcast that we have to communicate better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just found this little game where they have these questions for couples, and they have them for like dating couples, and I don't know. But anyway, they have a set for couples that's been together for a while. Okay. So I said that I was going to just pick randomly. Okay. So I don't even know what these questions are going to be. I haven't even looked at these cards. So this is going to be interesting. So we're just going to pick one.
Okay. And
we're going to see what it says, and we're going to answer them honestly. So you want to pick? Here we go. Oh Lord. So we may pull more than one because some of these questions are not that deep, as you can see. Which the question is, what book do you believe I would benefit from most reading?
Yes, me.
I guess we're supposed to ask each other.
Oh, okay.
So what book do you think I need to read? That's kind of a boring question. We're gonna go to another one.
Yeah, let's go to another one. I don't know about it.
Well, I got a book I can tell you to read.
Come on, give me a book.
I mean, I feel like we both should read. Just recently, I thought we should both read Obama's book. Because I just want to know. I just want to read what he has to say. The man behind all of this.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a great guy. So I think we should read the Obama book. I'm going to get an Audible.
Okay.
Because I ain't finna read that long. Okay. Reading is like a sleeping pill for me at night.
All right. Well, I got one for you. The 5 a.m. Club.
Oh, okay.
That's a good book.
What is that about?
It talks about how getting up at 5 a.m. every day and starting your day is the way most people become successful and get things done.
I can see that.
And it's just some other stuff about how to, I guess, things you should be thinking about and the way you should structure your life in that 5 a.m. club kind of.
So my question to you is, show me the mic. This is my question to you. How can you do the 5 a.m. club if you come home at 2 in the morning?
So the thing is, I don't come home at 2 in the morning.
I'm just saying, sometimes
but when I do. So the thing I have to do in my plan for 2021 is to, put myself in a situation to where, I can, really, kind of dictate.
See how he got all serious in his face when you start talking about it?
Yeah, serious now, because I got to dictate, my schedule, when and where I'm gonna be.
Okay.
And
keyword schedule.
Yeah, and be able to, I think, structure my business and everything to where I can get it done.
Structure.
In time and frame from when I need to get it done. Because right now, I'm on somebody else's time sometimes, and so that that kind of hinders what I'm trying to do and what I have to do. So I would like to be able to. That's one. I'm glad you mentioned that, because as I was reading or listening to the book, one of the things that really stuck out was like, I like, and when I can get up that early, I like getting up that early if I can, because for one, that gives me like 3 hours while y'all are still asleep.
I get up early.
But I'm saying, but without being in my ear, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I have that time in the morning. I can have that time in the morning by myself. But the thing is, I work so late at night sometimes, so I have to shift everything that I'm doing to earlier in the day and being able to do that more, you know what I'm saying? And then at night, it's more family time. It's more time to, settle down, right? And then I can go to bed earlier and wake up earlier.
I'm also going to try to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier, because I already get up earlier to meditate, but I want to start getting up earlier to actually do some yoga.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a good question. It did lead to some stuff. Oh, what do you feel is currently missing from your life? Missing is such a strong word. I mean, I got an answer for that, but
what, you want to give me an answer?
I feel like travel is missing out of my life. I want to travel.
Yeah, I miss travel.
I want to see the world. I want my babies to see the world with us. We like to travel. COVID has really slowed that down, and our business ventures has slowed it down.
Yeah.
But travel. I mean, I think we talked about this before. We don't want to invest in liabilities. We want to invest in experiences. So our experience is always travel. So that's what's missing out of my life.
Yeah, I think freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Freedom to be able to wake up in the morning and say, okay, I'm doing this today. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay.
I might do this. I don't want to do that. I want to do all of this. I'm going to do that. You know, and not with the.
He's an Aquarius, y'all.
Not with the family structure, you know, because I know you're gonna always have a list of stuff, and the girls always got they need daddy time. But I mean, just outside of the house, in that space,
You just like to be easy breezy.
I really just like to do what I want to do.
Oh, he said it. He said it. He's gonna do what he want to do. Point blank. Period.
I see you. Whoever that is, like, yeah, he do.
Life don't work that way.
It does. It can. It does.
Not with a wife and children.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't mind. Now you can carve out some time when you say this is the time I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Carve that time out.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I do it too. Don't I carve time out for me?
Right.
Carve that time out.
That's when I say freedom.
Carve it out.
The freedom to just move like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. If you could choose your own life obstacles, would you keep the ones you have?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move on to another one.
Yes.
Yes. There's both yes first. What have you lost since childhood that you would like to regain? That's interesting. See, these questions I would never even think to ask you up.
Yeah. That's first and foremost. I think just for me, and I guess when I think childhood, I think that can go from all the way up to teenage years or whatever. So I think for me, just honestly, it would be a relationship with my father. You know what I'm saying, and being able to talk to him on a man-to-man type basis. You know what I'm saying, and that's just my biggest. That's the biggest thing for me. Is just that's one of the biggest. I hate to say void because that's got a negative connotation, but just that's one of the biggest things for me. So yeah, being able to talk to my partner for sure.
For me, from my childhood, I guess I can kind of like yours. I wish I could. I wish I could have time with my grandmother, with Nanny, more time with her. And I say that because when I look back on all the gems she had that I did not take advantage of when I was little, like she could have taught me how to really sew, which I still know I have it in my blood.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. I will be sewing after I retire from here. But she could have taught me just so much because she could make anything. I didn't appreciate that at the time. If she was here now, the clothes she could make me. In the camera. I wish she was here to tell me stories of my ancestors. Because I know she had those stories, and it's just we lost her in my early 20s, and so
you weren't even 20.
Yeah, because she got sick when I was 19.
Yeah,
19, 20.
Okay.
So, when you're in your 20s, you be caught up. I was caught up with him, I was caught up. So I didn't really, and then she had a stroke. So she couldn't really speak as well anymore. She was in the bed. And so just knowing that, I guess if I could go back and just have those conversations with her. that would just be. I'm getting emotional.
Yeah. I say on that point, that's funny you brought that up, because it's it's
These cars coming.
I always think about, you know, like one of the last little conversations I had with Nan, and she was like take, you know what I'm saying, take care of you and all of that, you know. And she had, her little growly voice, you know. She was like, take care of my baby, you know. She take care of, you know. She said that. I was like, you know, that just always kind of stuck with me. And even when like you getting on my nerve, like, and I'd be like, man, look. But then I'd be like, I always think about Nanny, you know what I'm saying? I always
really?
Think, for real.
Wow. I never thought. Never.
Because you weren't in the room when she was talking to me.
Oh my God.
So she made it a point, and she wasn't really even talking to me at that time, but she really made a point to pull me up to the bed and say that. So that kind of always stuck with me.
Wow. Nanny was such a good grandmother. Nanny was the best grandmother that we could have. But anyway, I miss her, and that's just one thing from my childhood that I wish. Yeah. So that was kind of deep. I was maybe cry. Jeez. Ooh. All right.
You want to play a little?
I know.
Funky talking point couples game.
No, but you know what? That was good though. We're gonna keep on with that. Cause see, I learned something new about Walter. Yeah. We're gonna be married 15 years in February. Together 23. Wow. So, yeah.
It ain't easy.
But it's some other interesting questions in here, so I can't wait to answer them on the podcast. So, I think we've held y'all long enough.
Yeah. Good little talk.
A good first podcast for 2021. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can find us on all the platforms. And again, we'll post some links below. Like I said, the makeup brushes that I purchased, just in case you ladies want to know. And I
want to say just thank you to everybody that's supporting us. Shout out to all the fans. I get a lot of people just they send me messages or just say, and people that you wouldn't even think watching or pay attention. They like, I watch all the episodes, or I'm your biggest fan. Or I binge watch. Or
you really got some true followers.
Shoot me the link.
Guys pop up like, okay.
They'll be like, shoot me the link. I want to watch all of them and stuff. So just thank y'all for that. It's a
we do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a labor of love.
No, it's not. Well, like I always try to say, we will be consistent. We are going to be consistent.
Yeah.
We will be. That's a goal we're setting for 2021. We have set our goals. Well, I have, and we're gonna sit down and make sure we have some goals in common, so we can have a productive year.
Yeah, that's good.
But okay.
All right.
Until next time, you guys. I need a new saying for 2021.
I'm listening.
I don't know. I gotta think of something. I don't know. I'll think of something, y'all. But until next time, y'all be easy, and thank you, and love and light.
Say you gon' be there when it matters. Us against the world and never after. She's always with me, I tagged her. Like the sun and the moon, we got balance. We got it. Through the pleasure, the pain, we got balance.